Well, this is where you need a nice drive, Steve. Control the ball and punch it in the end zone, or get us down there close enough for Tucker and win this thing by 1 and go home.
Tucker having a pretty good day for a guy who wasn't supposed to play, as he's kicked 4 or 5 field goals, has all of Western's points. Jensen will go 3 wide to the left out of the shotgun here on first down. Highland shows blitz. Here's the handoff to Daniels right up the middle. He's going to get across the 15 out to about the 18-yard line.
Number 23, Jermaine Daniels on the carry.
And that's where they'll spot it. This will bring up a 2nd down and a long 8. Got to pick up some first downs here, Gene. You've got clock is now your worst enemy. Jensen will go out of the shotgun. Daniels off his right shoulder. He's got a slot set to the left side. Here's the snap. Jensen looks across the field. He's got plenty of time. Now comes across the field on a short completion to Lincoln. He had Adams deep. Passed on him. And I couldn't see who the underneath receiver on that left side was. But that's a pickup of maybe a yard, and will bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Mountaineers.
Steve, aside from a breakaway play, they've got to get about 3 or 4 first downs to get that ball down there in Tucker's range.
3 wide to the right side. Lincoln comes in motion, left to right, now resets on the right side. Roll out right by Jensen. That ball is tipped off the line, and Dunbar makes a valiant effort. Good pressure by Highlands that time on Dunbar. The ball tipped, and he still got it away. And a spiral throw, a little on the wobbly side. Dunbar made a great attempt, but couldn't quite get there. This will bring up 4th down, Gene, and I say right here, you got to kick the ball away and give the game back to your defense with 2:25 left. Western shows they're going to go for it on 4th down from their own 19-yard line. And if in fact they do, I hope they have a play we haven't seen yet. They've got 3 wide to the right side. Jensen out of the shotgun. They are going to go for it. Jensen with the pass off makes the completion. That's a huge play to Murphy across the 30. And I'll tell you what, here's a late flag. And I'm going to guess this is going to go against Highlands.
Number 8 caught
Came
that
in
football.
after the play was dead. If it goes against the Mountaineers, this would be a huge call against them. I'm pretty sure this is a personal foul against Highlands. They're signaling Western State.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct. On the offense, number 8. That penalty will be enforced 15 yards from the end of the run. First down.
So Western gets the call, and I don't know what that was. Murphy happy to make the catch. I can't believe the back judge would throw a flag for celebration on a catch like that.
Well, and call it
2:19 left.
Man, that's a blow for Western State.
They've got a first down. That's the important thing, but that'll mark the ball back all the way to the 19-yard line. Gene, that's right up there with that call you mentioned earlier in the ball game as Jensen back to pass, has a man come across the middle, and there's a flag. That'll be pass interference as Dunbar was knocked to the ground.
Verdell Larkin's going to commit that interference. 6-foot senior, 200-pounder out of California.
So Western will get 15 yards back on the pass interference.
Pass interference on the defense, number 3. That's a spot foul, automatic first down.
Well, they're going to call a spot foul now, and they're going to move it out to the 30. First down. We got 2:04 left in the ball game. Western 70 yards away from the Highlands end zone.
Tony Udley committed that interference.
They'll go 3 wide to the right side. Out of the shotgun is Jensen. He rolls out right. Has a man open, Gorham. He's going to step out of bounds at the 36-yard line. So Gorham was short on the right side. Dunbar was about 10 yards further down the field. And Jensen wisely picked up that 5-yard, 6-yard pickup. Move the ball out to the Western 36. Stop the clock with 1:59 left. Jensen will go 3 wide to the left side. Daniels off his left shoulder. Here's the snap out of the shotgun. Jensen with time. He's got a man open. And the catch made by 86 T.J. Dennis. That should be a first down and will be. Out over the 40. The clock stops as they move the chains.
Well, and the crowd getting into this ball game now and helping these Mountaineers.
1st and 10 from the 41. Here's the snap. Jensen rolls out right. Now they blow the play dead. 1:44 on the clock.
Timeout, New Mexico Highlands.
So you got to put
First charge
more
time out of the half.
Got to put more time on the clock, guys.
Western State College's active minds organization.
Clock ran down to 1:44.
And the Gunnison Hinsdale Early Childhood Council are
So Highlands gets a break on the clock there. They'll call the timeout. We'll keep it right here with 1:44 left. 14-12 your score. Highlands on top. Western with the football. They're now 59 yards away from the Highland end zone.
And about 40 yards away for Tucker.
Murphy, Dennis, and Adams will come out of the ball game. Gorham will set up wide on the right side. McGee will go wide left. Dunbar set in the slot. So I'll have 3 wide to the right. That looks like Lincoln size-wise there in the slot right side. Jensen out of the shotgun. Daniels off his right shoulder. Here's the snap. Jensen goes right side, and that ball is almost intercepted.
Boy, number 2, Abdul Kana, come in there, 6 foot, 170-pound cornerback, and Steve, he had nothing in front of him but green grass, and he caught that.
Good thing he's a defensive player. He took the ball and slammed it to the turf, Gene. Thanks for us. On that one, incomplete. Lincoln, the intended receiver. Dunbar and McGee will come wide to the right side. Gorham will set up on the wing left side out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. Jensen rolls out right, forced out of the pocket, looks down the field. He's going to take it himself, and he's going to get yardage across the 45. Can't get out of bounds, and the clock will continue to run. Jensen got hit hard. He gets up slowly and goes back to the middle of the field with 1:16 left. He's got 3 wide to the left side here on 3rd down. Rolls out left. Has a man wide open. Dunbar. Dunbar will make the catch. Looked like a short hop to me. I haven't seen him signal yet.
It did look
They're
like...
going to say, no, they're going to bring it back, I think. What are they going to do?
I think they're going to say that was incomplete.
So the yard marker had already been moved. They're going to call it incomplete at the 47. I think Western picked up a yard there, Gene, on the incomplete pass. It seems to me they were on the 46. We got 1:07 left.
Jensen down to 9 seconds on the play clock.
Now
Now
go out of the shotgun.
Timeout, Western State. Their
Western
third and
will
final
call
timeout
their
of the half.
final timeout with 1:05 left. Disoriented. You know, I don't think Jensen's quite gathered himself after that hit he took.
He took a hard shot, Steve.
We'll keep it here still, Harv.
You know, the
With
issue...
1:07 left.
The issue there was they wanted the you mentioned the play clock, but they wanted the time clock, but they wanted the play clock reset. And that's what Coach Baines is out there talking to him about now. And the referee shook his head no. And that's why they were down, because Jensen hadn't run that clock down like that in this game.
This is going to bring up a 4th down for the Mountaineers. They're at their own 47.
Well, a must get here, Steve, on this one. 1:07 to go, trailing by 2.
Even Coach Royal would go for it on 4th down at the 47 with 1:07 left. 4 to go. 3 wide to the left side. Jensen out of the shotgun. A must-have play for the Western offense. Jensen across the middle has Daniels. He'll make the catch. I'll tell you what, that was a great catch because he was covered by number 11.
Boy, what a great play call that was by the Mountaineer staff. And I tell you, Steve, they're moving the ball down.
All the way down to the Highlands 44. Here's the snap out of the shotgun. Jensen goes left side, ball tipped. Almost caught downfield by Western at the 45.
Well, and
with 49 seconds left. That was Gorham on the attempt.
Had that ball not been tipped, Steve, I think he'd have had it.
Second down for the Mountaineers.
Lincoln will come out along with Adams. Jensen gets the call.
We're way out of Tucker's range right now, Steve, so they're going to have to get that football down. 49 seconds to go on the contest, trailing by 2. They got to get that ball down to the 25 or 30-yard line.
Shotgun formation, second down and 10 from the Highlands 44. Here's the snap. Jensen's got plenty of time. Got a man open. He'll make the catch. And the receiver, that's McGee, is all the way down inside the 10. That's a huge reception for the Mountaineers. 34-yard pass play. That's the biggest gain of the day through the air for the Mountaineers. With 41 seconds left, Gene, now they have to manage the ball.
Timeout.
And Highlands is going to take a timeout, and we will take a timeout, Harv. With 41 seconds left in the contest, Western trails by 2. They'll have a 1st and 10 at the Highlands 10 when we come back on the Mountaineer Radio Network.
All right, Steve, Mountaineers knocking on the door, and they gotta know, get the adrenaline down a little bit here, settle down and relax, and hang on to that football because you can bet Highlands is going to be trying to strip it.
Ball control is huge. As Western takes time in the huddle, the referees tell them to get on the field now. Well, Gene, I say first play, you hand off to Daniels. And you score, or on second down, you hand off to Daniels. And you score, and on the third down, it's a quarterback keeper. And if you don't score, you bring in, but you've only got 41 seconds. Here's the handoff to Daniels on first down play. He'll get across the 10 down to about the 9.
And they don't have any timeouts.
No timeout, so you can't do that more than twice.
Well, Highlands took another timeout.
Oh, that's a break for Western State. Western doesn't have any timeouts left. If Highlands called a timeout here.
Timeout, New Mexico Highlands. Their third and final timeout of the half.
So that's a huge break for the Mountaineers. And that tells you where Highlands is at. They're back on their heels. We'll keep it here with 34.8.
Please put 35.6 seconds on the clock.
Make it 35.6. Western can regroup and think about what they want to do here on this next play.
And that's a good point, Steve, that you make. They're not certain on their defense, and they wanted to talk about it to get something in place. Let's hope it didn't work.
You know, Gene, as we think about where the game has come to at this point, you got to suggest that Western has dominated play today with the exception of 3 plays that have led to a big first down pickup on a fake punt and 2 touchdowns. The last an 88-yarder. And Western with a great chance here to pull this one out. They trail by 2 with 35-6 left.
Second and goal for the Mountaineers.
Gorham will go wide to the left side. He's the only man split. They go double tight end. Dunbar on the wing. Oh, here we go. There's Adams on the other side. Here's another handoff to Daniels straight up the middle. And he's going to pick up a yard or 2, and that's it. And Western's going to line up, Gene, and they're either going to throw the ball away or spike it, and they're going to bring Tucker in with no time left to attempt a field goal to win this game as Western lets the clock go down to 15. Jensen will step up under center. Now checks the clock. He's taking more time than he needs. Got to get it off and spikes it with 5 seconds left.
I think the coaching staff just aged about 5 years right there.
As did I.
Yeah.
You know, I thought for a moment that maybe Jensen suffered a concussion and he was going to let the clock run out there.
Now, Steve, let's remember Highlands has one block.
Yes, they do. Tucker's
Tucker
4
field
for
goal.
5. They're going to spot this one at the 16. This will be a 26-yarder with 5 seconds left. Here's the snap. Good snap. Here's the kick. The kick is up, and it is good. With 1 second left, Western State has taken a 15-14 lead on Lloyd Tucker's 5th field goal of the ball game here, homecoming 2011.